Really?
So first, before we get into the launch, we have some news to report.
The MHL has arrived. We're proud to announce that we've had a video blocked on the MHL YouTube channel. Dr. Hogg's segment on tourniquets has been blocked by YouTube for unauthorized use of copyrighted material.
Wow.
That's great. Congratulations.
Man.
I was so happy when I went on there today and saw that.
Baby's first C&D.
How can that be blocked? They blocked my tourniquets?
They blocked your tourniquets. All right, we ready to launch in, Dr. Hogg?
They hate
Welcome
health.
to Trust Me, this won't hurt at all with Dr. Hogg. This week, Dr. Hogg will teach us how to use a defibrillator.
Ooh. Excellent. Because this could come in handy. What video did you steal this time?
We'll see how long this lasts. Hopefully you'll hear it.
Should we do the video first, or should I give you some history first?
Yeah, history.
History. Okay, so I had this.
We need context.
I did have a lot. I have like many pages of history that I was going to talk to you about, but
Those are all blurred out, by the way.
yeah, it was very blurry. I couldn't see it, and so I figured I would just, I mean, how cool is it that you can actually like send electricity to somebody's body and bring them back to life?
Yeah, it's like Frankenstein.
Pretty fucking
Yeah,
cool.
It's pretty cool. So back in the 1700s. So, oh wait, what 1775? Would that be 1700s?
Yes.
18th century.
Okay. Yes. So a Dutch veterinarian named Peter Appelgaard used electricity to stop the heart of a chicken and then restart it.
Just for fun?
I think so. I think it would.
Was it just like, hey, if we can do this on a fucking chicken, we can do it on a person?
I don't know, but then it took like a long time before somebody in the 1940s decided.
That's a long time.
Yeah, that's a long time.
That's a long time.
I think the chicken thing didn't work for a while, and so in the 1940s, a couple Soviet Russian guys, kind of figured out that, hey, these waveforms, these electrical waveforms, we can kind of do something with it. And then it was this guy in Cleveland. So Cleveland on the map. We have a question.
Doctor, do you think
Yes,
the
sir.
guy that was trying with the electricity with the chicken wanted chicken for dinner and then changed his mind?
I mean, with enough voltage, you could probably cook that bird like in one shot.
Yeah.
So
Like a microwave.
I'm thinking probably, back in the 18th century, 1700s. So all you're really thinking about is what you eat and you sleep and you do things with people,
Yeah.
and then
You die pretty young.
yeah. So I think it's
You
probably
do
food
things with people. Is that the medical term?
yeah. So this guy named
What kind of doctor are you again? Sorry.
Psychiatrist. So this guy in Cleveland, he was pissed off because one of his patients died and he couldn't resuscitate him. So he was pissed off. So for like 20, 30 years, he's figuring like, well, how can I bring these people back to life? And so this 14-year-old kid, he was doing surgery on this kid and his heart fibrillated, and he's like, fuck it, I'm going to electrocute this kid. So he gave him 110 volts and brought him back to life. And it was like crazy. Worldwide news headlines. It says right here, I'm reading it off the set. Worldwide news headlines. How science brings Americans back from the dead. 1947.
Wow.
Right there. Yeah.
Who hasn't wanted to electrocute their children at some point?
I know.
So I don't know how to do the whole raise the hand thing, so I'm going to raise my hand.
Gotcha.
So Dr. Kip, Dr. Hogg, Doctor, early on, how did they do this whole electricity to the chest thing? Because now they have those like cushioned defibrillators, if that's what you call them. And like early on though, was it just like you're pointing wires at a tit? Like what's going on back then?
That's a great question, Mike. So you should have seen, I was going through some research on this, and these little devices they had were like these little like spoon paddles. And it was like this old transistor radio, and it was like this little dial that said dead, not dead kind of thing. It was like good or bad. I mean, it was just like on or off. So you just put
But it
those
was
paddles
spoons.
on,
It was like literally spoons.
like these little spoons, and they would put them on the chicken, right
Yeah.
in the chicken, right between the chicken breasts.
Yeah.
And then boom, it was like, well done or not done. So yeah, so they've evolved quite a bit. And I had a nice preparation of the evolution of this defibrillators, and I got tied up, and I can't bring all that to you guys, but
we got plenty of time on the flight.
yeah, we got time. But
Yeah.
before we go to video, I remember, back in the day, remember watching TV and stuff, and you had these paddles, and you kind of rub them together. Like, remember Roy DeSoto and Johnny Gage? They'd put the little gel on there.
Yeah.
They'd rub it together, and they go clear. Boom.
Yeah.
And boom. So that's when I first started medical school. That's what we had. We had we had to actually put those on your chest, and then you hit the button and it would boom. And
So that was kind of real.
Yeah, that was good stuff. That was real stuff.
Yeah.
And now they've sort of evolved to this, like, now you put this little, like a little sticker on the chest here and one on the back, and then you like push a button, and everybody like watches. It's like, boom. So it's not as much.
Is he gonna live?
It's just not as much fun as it used to be. But they have evolved to these AEDs. So AED is the automated external defibrillator. So these are very important, because if I pass out and I'm not breathing, like in UK next year, look for one of these things and put it on me, because I'd like to be resuscitated. And anybody
you see these at events, like you'll see them at sporting events and whatnot.
Yeah, and any of you can do it. I mean, Glenn, I'm not sure.
Chris?
Glenn, you could probably do it. No, we can all do it. I'm sure we can all do it. It's just you put these stickers on, and then you push a button, and then it tells you, it tells you what to do. So
Actually, I've been trained, Kip, believe it or not, because as a public sector employee, I'm considered an emergency worker. And so I have to go out I think it's every other year, and get trained on an AED.
awesome.
Dave
Awesome.
Rhodes has a
Dave?
question.
Dr. Hogg, these
Hand up,
defibrillators,
please. Sorry.
the defibrillators, you say it comes with like stickers that you have to put on the body, and I assume you have to put them in specific places, right? Is there like a manual you have to read about where to stick them? Because I'm not good with manuals and I don't want to read.
Yeah, I mean,
They're just pictures, maybe?
so where do you think the heart is, Dave? Where would you?
Chest.
Yes, so
In the chest.
I would put them stickers somewhere up in the chest area. I would not put them down in your legs or your toes or in your private areas. I would say somewhere on the chest. I think probably anywhere close to the chest, you're probably good. It doesn't have to be right on the spot.
No shit. You can put them anywhere near the chest.
Pretty much. I mean, you're going to get a jolt of electricity in your body. So they just want it to pretty much kind of cross the heart. So usually they put it like here and then on this kind of the side, but you can put one front and back.
Is there a reason why they are putting them on the side and back?
You want to create some sort of an arc through. So you got it. Yeah.
Kind of like jump in a car.
Kind
Like
of.
you always have that negative, never put it on the negative thing, always on the post, you always like put it on the, frame somewhere.
Way to raise your hand, Chris.
And Chris, you have like 5 of these at the murder cabin,
I'm like
right?
Mike, get that hand raising shit.
Glenn has his hand up.
Glenn has a question.
Yeah. Learn how to do that.
Glenn. You're on mute.
You're on mute, you idiot.
Can't edit that
I'm
guy
done.
out.
You lost your question privileges.
I feel like
Are we moving on to the video? Hopefully, hoping that it works.
No, wait, Glenn has a question.
move on to the video.
No, wait, I want to hear your question first.
I'll come back to it.
All right, are we ready?
I hope
Yeah.
this works.
I hope this works. Please let me know, thumbs up or something if you can't hear it. Can you hear it?
This is a defibrillator.
Can you hear it?
It can save someone's life, but only if you use it. A defibrillator is an easy-to-use device. You don't need any training to use it because it will tell you exactly what to do.
Shock advised.
Its job is to shock someone's heart back into a normal rhythm during cardiac arrest. However, it will only instruct you to deliver a shock if this is needed. If you find someone unconscious, unresponsive and not breathing, or not breathing normally, they're in cardiac arrest. It's important to act immediately because their heart is no longer pumping blood to their brain and around the body. The first thing to do.
For Canada had a question, but now he's leaving.
Oh, wait, I got a question. Jack, did you add that shock the monkey into that video or was it in the video?
No, I did that. That was part of the
Oh.
pre-production activity of this
Oh,
afternoon.
thank God. Okay.
But it fit in pretty well.
I thought the British Heart Foundation did that and I was kind of surprised.
Mike, you still have a question?
I'm just like practicing raising my hand. Looking at my hand. I'll figure it
All
out.
right now. All right.
I'll figure it out.
The emergency operator will talk you through what to do and tell you where the nearest defibrillator can be found.
It's
If
getting
there's
kind of
someone
hot.
around, ask them to go and get it. Defibrillators are normally located in workplaces and public spaces like airports, shopping centers, community centers, and train stations. They may be labeled PAD, Public Access Defibrillator, or AED, Automated External Defibrillator, and anyone can use them in an emergency. The defibrillator will
Even
assess their
Glenn.
heart rhythm and will only tell you to shock them if they need it.
Shock advised.
So you can't be unwilling using one. If a shock is needed, this will try and reset the electrical system in their heart to get it beating normally again. When used with CPR, defibrillators give the best chance of survival. So, when you witness someone in cardiac arrest, take action. Start CPR and find a defibrillator as soon as possible. For more information on defibrillators, visit bhf.org.uk/defibs. BHF, beat heartbreak from cardiac arrest. Beat heartbreak forever.
So a couple, before we get to your question, Dave, a couple clarifications. In UK, they dial 999. Do not dial that here because it won't work. It says it's 911 here, so I think we all knew that.
What does 999 get you here?
Raise your hand.
Porn site? Is it a porn site?
I think it definitely is a porn site. The
Glenn,
other clar-
check that out.
the other clarification is they did say in there, you will do no harm, but if you're awake and you're not in VTAC or V fibrillation, it's not good. Don't put that on your buddy, like when he's sleeping.
Being drunk, not a reason to get defibrillated.
Yeah. So it's not just it's not a toy. So you want to respect it. Where'd Chris go? He's got his hand up.
Chris raised his hand, but
I don't get, I'm still very confused. I'm trying to figure this out. It's not
Why are you-
helping.
Why are you
I found
hiding?
I raised my hand thing, but I just don't know what. I don't know what I'm doing here.
Little-
Hey, Jack, can you go back to the video?
Oh, shit.
Well, I'm lowering my hand. I don't know why. God
Where
damn it.
are you, Chris?
I just want to
Don't see
be
you.
here in the room.
I
I
just
don't know what I'm doing wrong.
What are you doing?
I have no clue.
Well, more importantly, wait, I got a question. Let me raise my hand. Chris, what books are you reading and what's going on that table?
Please put your hand
Oh,
down.
that's the Samurai, the World of the Warrior.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I get into a lot of samurai stuff. So, I'm reading Samurai War of the Warrior. That's Stephen Turnbaum.
So Kip,
Are
just
you
to bookend
okay?
this
Do you
segment,
need defibrillated? Because we can't see you anymore.
it feels like it.
No, I know, I'm fine. I appreciate. Am I gone? Am I out of
gone.
here?
You're out.
And there's the
Am I
books.
gone?
again.
No,
How you
but
switch
yeah,
your camera?
I read a lot of samurai literature.
I think you switched your camera.
I think that's a segment for a future podcast.
No, I don't think it is. I like, I'm into Japanese literature.
I cannot stop watching Chris's video with these books. Just
I
blinking
haven't-
on and off.
So Glenn, you wanted back to the video someplace?
Yeah, go about halfway.
And while you're doing that, Kip, I think you just answered this. Like, we shouldn't do this for fun. Like, even if we put this on someone's leg,
Yeah.
just for a goof.
Well, on a leg, I mean, I
Right
wouldn't, I wouldn't recommend on my leg, but, yeah,
Chris's leg?
Chris's leg, well, it depends on how far I'm on the list. I mean, if I'm like top, no, I would say
They're right on
no.
his temple, I think, right now.
I don't want to. Oh, wait. I
ahead.
figured it out.
All right, Glenn, where do you want it? Right about here?
Go ahead, Mike.
Right here is fine. You can just leave it right here.
Yeah, let Glenn go.
Defibrillators are
Go
not
back a little
located
bit,
in
a little bit.
places. Blood to their brain.
I know, right where you were, where the two
What's that?
people.
I know what the question is.
Keep going. No, forward.
Forward, back.
Keep going. Right there. Play.
Play it.
Yeah. Is it just me, or when this girl comes in?
And tell you where the nearest
I thought
defibrillator
of Scooby Doo and hold on.
Someone else around.
It's here comes Velma.
Yeah, it's Velma.
Selma.
It's Velma and Daphne.
Located in workplaces. And
Why did Velma leave immediately? She was
yeah.
just like, don't want anything to do with this.
Glenn, this is a
Damn it.
very
She's on Fred
important
again.
thing. Glenn, this is very serious stuff, and you're talking about Scooby Doo and stuff. I mean, come on.
I'm sorry. I went there.
And I would have gotten
All
away
for
for it
Velma,
with
Yeah.
meddling kids.
Velma didn't seem like a good night. She didn't seem like she was going to be too fun.
No.
At any rate, yeah, beyond that. So I've got a question.
Please put your hand down, Mike.
All right, I will put my hand down. Lower hand. Kip, Dr. Hogg. So what we're talking about here is we're literally jolting electricity through a person's body. How does that work?
Chicken.
Maybe you answered this. I'm sorry if you did.
Kip, explain electricity.
So remember Ben Franklin, and he had this kite, and he
Yeah.
had this key, and then
Yeah.
he like this lightning bolt,
Yeah.
and then Thomas Edison appeared, and their light bulb.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
But no, it's come on. So I'm serious. Like, so
He's not even a real doctor.
talk about
This is coming off the tracks.
talk about electricity. in
It's
the
not even a
body.
real
That
doctor.
there is actually electricity happening in the body. And that's why this is necessary, because that electricity sometimes maybe shorts out, for lack of a better term. And so we need to rejolt it. Is that what's going on here?
Yes, exactly. Exactly what you said. Perfect.
It just-
And then you mix a little Simcoe hops in there.
Mike, why are you listening to this guy? He can't even, parallel park a fucking car. And you're gonna, trust him with your life.
Only in Canada. He's good everywhere else. But actually, even Quebec. He was great in Nova Scotia. Phenomenal in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
All right. Another good Dr. Hogg segment.
I'd say.